The team over at XAI continues to blast out new AI updates at a blistering pace. I'm actually very impressed. This was a company that, I mean, I would say like never underestimate Elon Musk. And people love him or hate him, whatever. Don't underestimate him. He's built a lot of big companies that have done a lot of impressive things. But at the same time, I just felt like XAI was coming a little bit late to the party. It felt like Elon Musk has kind of missed his boat with OpenAI and kind of stepping away from that right before it went parabolic. And so starting XAI, I wasn't 100% sure where it was going to go. I've been quite impressed with the progress that Grok has made. And this week, something very interesting happened. And that is that Grok 2, which is their big model, it got a huge speed bump, which is interesting because developers essentially rewrote all the code in 3 days and then saw some massive speed bumps. I'm going to talk about how this happened, what it's looking like, how they were able to do this. Before I get into that, I wanted to mention that my podcast course, you might have heard I launched this about a week ago. Right now, I'm trying to get more reviews and testimonials for it. So for this week only, I am doing, for AI chat listeners, I'm doing a discount code. Normally this thing's $300. If you're interested in starting a podcast, growing it, all the strategies I use to scale my podcast to over 4 million downloads will be available in that course. So go get it. If you're interested in it, do it this week. I'll obviously increase that in the future. But go get it. The link is in the description and the promo code is AI chat. My only thing I ask is if you are going to take advantage of that, to please shoot me over a review or a testimonial on LinkedIn if you love the course. So let's talk about Grok. The thing that I think is really interesting here is that in order to get Grok, it's of course the LLM, it's on X. So you have to have at least the $8 a month subscription, which to be honest, not bad because ChatGPT is $20. So if you just get an X premium subscription or whatever, you do get Grok and it's essentially the same thing. ChatGPT is slightly better. I won't discount that, but Grok has just added image generation, which is impressive, and now this new speed boost. So they have kind of like ChatGPT with GPT Mini or 4.0 Mini or whatever. They have Grok 2 and then Grok 2 Mini, which is a little bit less powerful, but it's faster. So you can use both of those. But this has all been due to something that has happened over the last 3 days where some developers at XAI were able to rewrite the inference code stack completely in 3 days. So a lot of this comes from a tweet over on X by Igor Babushkin, who posted and said, quote, Grok 2 Mini is now 2 times faster than it was yesterday. In the last 3 days, Zhang and Sied Melik rewrote inference stack from scratch using SGLang. This has also allowed us to serve the big Grok 2 model, which requires multi-host inference at a reasonable speed. Both models didn't just get faster, but also slightly more accurate. Stay tuned for further speed improvements. What I think is really interesting here, this is something that a lot of these AI models can do. It's not like they had to retrain the whole model or spend hundreds of millions of dollars to do that. They essentially just rewrote the inference stack using SGLang, something that, virtually, a lot of different people could do. SGLang is on GitHub. So very, very interesting. So the 2 developers that did that are Zhang and Sied Melik. And they were able to use SGLang, which is actually an open source Apache 2 licensed. It's a highly efficient system for essentially what it does is it executes complex language model programs, but it can get up to 6.4 times higher throughput than existing systems. And so for Grok 2, that was able to get it 2 times faster, which is quite impressive. SGLang was actually developed over at Stanford University, a bunch of researchers, and the University of California, Berkeley, Texas A&M University, and then Shanghai's Jiaotong University. So all of these big universities working together. This is something that I love. Essentially, we're able to use technology to make these AI models more efficient and faster without having to, do like a whole retrain and spend millions of dollars and, data centers and GPUs and like all the crazy infrastructure that's required. They're just rewriting code. And it's kind of an undertaking, but like 2 developers for Grok did this in 3 days, which is, obviously these are superhero developers, but 2 developers, 3 days, and this thing's 2 times as fast. That is absolutely phenomenal and sets an amazing precedent. So great work over to the team there, and I hope to see this rolled out other places. So the same system, though, is currently supporting a bunch of different models. There's Llama, Mistral, and Lava, which are all compatible with open weight and API-based models. So this is going to be very interesting to see who adopts this next and how this goes. So the last thing I wanted to bring up is, what are the results? How is Grok 2 and Grok 2 Mini doing? Does anyone even use this? So there is a third-party thing called Limsis Chatbot Arena Leaderboard, and it's essentially ranking chatbots. People vote on them and rate their performance. It's independent, it's third-party, and impressively, after all of these upgrades, Grok 2 has now secured the number 2 spot after ChatGPT 4.0. And they have a really impressive score of 1,293. This is based off of over 6,000 votes of people testing and reviewing this. And so, yeah, very, very impressive. They made some big updates, and it seems like this is getting better. The last thing that I wanted to mention is that it didn't just get faster, it also got better. They said that the responses were slightly better. So I thought that was also very interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how this changes and if other people adapt to this in the future. So definitely a company to keep your eye on, and I'll keep you up to date on everything happening with Grok. If you haven't tried it already, I would highly recommend making an account on X, or getting it if you don't have one, and giving Grok a try. It's quite an impressive model. I've been quite impressed with it, and especially with their new image generator. I think their new image generator is better than what you get out of DALL-E on ChatGPT. So I'm exclusively having my production team use it for thumbnails and things like that instead of DALL-E from ChatGPT, which feels a little too cartoony. The AI generator on Grok, which is an API they have on there, but it's much better. The images seem photorealistic, so that's fantastic. If you enjoyed the episode today, I would love it if you could leave a review for the podcast. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. And I also wanted to mention that if you are interested in ways to make money with AI or start a side hustle with AI, you can join the AI Hustle School community. This is a school community I launched with the co-host of my AI Hustle podcast, Jamie. We record exclusive content every single week, talking about different ways that we're personally making money from AI tools. Last week, we released an episode, or I guess this week we posted an episode about the Amazon influencer program and a new initiative that they're doing. Last year, I made $12,500 from this initiative in about 3 days of making videos. They had an incentive program, and they're running the incentive program again this year. So if you're interested in making money from AI and AI tools, go and join the community. It's $25 a month. We'll increase it to $50 or $100 a month in the future. But for now, it's $25 a month. We would love to have you as part of the community. You can get a link in the description to the AI Hustle School community. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your day.